What is
Oh, here
going
we go.
on YouTube? This is the Toxic Masculinity Show. It's your host, MoneyBoy Trey, Terrence Thomas. Tonight we're talking about our current political climate and what you guys think about what's been going on. Is the recount legit? Are we getting stimulus check? What's going on? Terrence, what say you?
I heard Donald trying to get it to $2,000, man, and they I heard him and Biden agree on that $2,000 stimulus package. They only passed one for 600 though. So
Yeah,
and they were talking about how Trump refused to sign the bill, but the bill has so much pork fat in it in terms of giving money to other countries. You know
yeah,
what I'm
man.
saying? Giving
Every
money to I, I'll come back to what I've said many times, man. When it comes to foreign policy, what's so wrong with America first? I
it's
think we should be.
considered racist. In 2020, it's considered racist.
How's that racist? America includes everybody in America. How can that be termed racist? How can that be racist? I
I don't
mean,
know.
I just think that uh, Democrats are so uh, they're so ready, man, to take care of everything else but home. I don't know. I just I don't know, man. Like it's crazy. But
Yeah,
Biden, but
it's
Biden
one
finna
of
take
those.
office.
Yeah,
What's that?
that's it. I said, yeah, it's one of those weird things that's it almost has no explanation for. But like, I'll even go back to what you said the other day. It was funny how when Trump was at the debate and he said we were a couple weeks away from the vaccine, he was laughed and criticized and all types of other shit. And here we are. What we week two with vaccines being out?
And so 2 million people been vaccinated already, and and I
Did
don't.
you take
Okay,
it?
no, I haven't. Have you got a chance to?
No.
I
I'm
didn't think
still
I
waiting to
was.
see if my daughter has to take it. She may have to.
Yeah, she's gonna have to take it. If she's still if she's still seeing doctors constantly, she's probably gonna have to take it. My thing is, um, this
Go ahead.
whole this whole vaccine thing. Okay, when it comes to Trump, why? Look, I'm tired of turning on the news, man, and everything is like everybody going to hell. The country finna burn. Like everything is all about giving you the worst bad news. You know what I'm saying? Because of Trump, it's like okay, you keep telling us to all of us who voted for Trump, you keep telling us to get over it and move on. For the most part, we moved on,
Hey,
but
Firefly.
every day in the news, it's about bashing Trump, man. I don't get it. So I don't get it.
Well, as of late, I've heard they've been taking people's YouTube channels for mentioning Trump. So we're gonna tread lightly on it and kind of just stick to the political climate and what's going on. I've also noticed a lot of deception in the media with this entire the $2,000 shit stimulus was passed instead of 600, but the truth is it passed in the House like several other bills before it,
Hmm.
and the Republican Senate has been saying no. So they've been doing some fucked up shit too. The conservatives have been doing fucked up shit to keep money from actually going out to the Americans. And it got so bad to where I posted on IG a list of everybody that had gotten some money on it. It was like 20 names, and the Smithsonian was on there, and it got fact checked. And they said that an independent fact checker said that the Smithsonian didn't get any money. And I'm like, are you shitting me? So it's a list of 20 things. One of
Hmm.
them was false, and y'all say the fact checkers find this incorrect.
Well, the last stimulus package, the Los Angeles Lakers got money.
They
So
returned it though.
yeah, but still though, man, if the
If
light
you
hadn't been shined on them, they would have kept it.
if
So,
you I think if you applied, you got it though. I ain't mad at people like Ruth Chris that got it. They initially got one too, and then they had to, and they ended up filing bankruptcy because I mean, restaurants until a couple months ago weren't allowing people to come in. So
Ruth
they
Chris filed
still,
bankruptcy.
I believe it after they had received because they got a bailout or whatever, and I think they filed bankruptcy shortly after that. But
But
I mean, even restaurants like you, restaurants were going to go through. Big name restaurants weren't able to serve people. They weren't
but
able to have
see,
their waiting staff, the cooks.
my point is this: you have corporations like Ruth Chris. Ruth Chris own their own cattle farms. So even if their restaurants aren't even open, Ruth Chris is not paying anybody for their meat. I worked at Ruth Chris. They have their own cattle farm to the
That's
point
smart
that,
investing.
yes, to the point that Ruth Chris sells meat to other companies. Well, a lot of people don't know. A lot of your best steakhouses, like the Ski Chop House, they buy their meat from Ruth Chris Farms. So look,
But if
I
your
thought,
restaurants are closed, who's buying the meat from them?
but I'm saying this: the stimulus is not supposed to help corporations protect the money that they already have in their vaults. Ruth Chris has plenty of money in their vault. Okay? The stimulus check, how they sold it to the media was to help working poor, working class people, man, stay afloat. That's how it was sold to us. Nobody when they were proposing that stimulus, nobody ever said, okay, now we're gonna give the Lakers some money, we're gonna give Ruth Chris some money, we're gonna give IBM some money, we're gonna get I mean, how I
They
mean,
applied.
but they shouldn't get it. I can go to the bank right now and apply for $100,000 loan. I ain't finna get it.
If you have a good enough business plan and enough credit behind you, you will.
Okay, true that. But same point in time, you had over half of that first round of stimulus go to people who didn't need it. So
Yeah.
who's running this? So and like you said, it was Republicans on some BS and it was Democrats on some BS. All of their little pet projects and their pet donors got money, bro. That was money for donors. I mean, come on, man. And so my my thing is with Trump is this, okay, or with Biden, don't even matter. I know how crooked politicians are. I don't look. I don't hold my politicians like a lot of people, like a lot of you all out there. I don't hold politicians to a morality standard. I don't. So all these people who
I
who
think you do. Because I remember us having a conversation some months back after I don't I guess it was around George Floyd or Ahmaud Arbery, and you were like, Trump is done. He's despicable. So he kind of hurt your feelings. There's nothing wrong with it though.
no, but no, it's not that. Look, we both know you would have to be totally in the dark to not see that Trump is asinine. Okay, you would have to be totally dark in the dark. All I'm saying is I'm not the type of person who is going to uh, uh, say something's right just because I like you, or just because you cool, or just because you
Well,
that. You
well to
know?
be well to be honest, I think all black people did that when they first voted for Obama. We
Well,
didn't we didn't we didn't care we didn't care who he was, where he came from, what his political stances were, any of that. We just was like, he black, he got a chance, bam, I'm voting.
okay,
Maybe not you personally, but the majority of the people
but
did.
you know what? And you know what? And I'm gonna say this in all fairness. The first time Obama ran, I'll give all people who voted for him because he was a black man a total pass. the first black man to ever get this close, I will give all the people, just like Steve Harvey said. Steve Harvey said a white dude walked to me and said, "You know what?" and asked me, "Are you voting for Obama because he's black?" And Steve Harvey said, "Are you not voting for him because he is black?" So when people say you voted for somebody because he's black, you've been voting people because they white for years.
Yep.
Okay? And
Those are the
so
only options too, though.
yeah, but a lot of so like I said, man, I don't know what we're vote. I don't know what's about to walk into office, into the Oval Office.
A
And for the
old ass
first,
white man.
well, understand, he's bringing a circus tent with him, and we don't know what's under that circus tent yet. You know what I'm saying? And so America took the bait because America, when it comes to voting, we're a bunch of rats. We
Why?
always want to go take the bait. You know what I'm
Why would you
saying?
say? Why would you say we don't know what's walking into office if we have over 40 years of what he's been about in office?
Because this is a whole new monster we're dealing with. We're dealing
Shit,
with a whole new monster.
he was vice president. He had influence on shit that was going on
Yeah,
for 8 years.
but we're dealing with a generation of society now where nobody wants to be held accountable. Nobody wants to be responsible. Everybody wants to blame somebody else for their issues. Joe Biden, he's bringing a circus tent with him. We don't know what's under that tent yet. I mean, the man ran with no platform. How do you become president? The man, look, I ask you this. If COVID never happens, is Joe Biden president?
Nope.
There you go.
And he's been president, and COVID is still going on. So apparently, he doesn't have the answers either.
Well, I'm gonna give you the technical answer. If you ever tell it to a Biden supporter, he doesn't take office till January 20th. That's gonna be what they tell you. That's gonna
Well,
be it.
what he's been trying to get filled in on everything else and implement shit.
Okay, okay. What platform did he run on? See, here's the problem with
You you
Joe.
you you ain't black is the platform he ran on,
Okay,
and Cardi B,
okay. Point made. But what standard can we hold Joe Biden to? He didn't
the
make any
94
campaign promises. He didn't
the
say what he was gonna
94
do.
crime bill, the 94 crime bill we can hold him to, and we can hold him to saying that he was going to eliminate some student debt, but he's already
Yeah,
reneged on that promise.
bruh, that ship has sailed. Democrats, liberals, they own the media. No one will ever hold Democrats accountable for the 94 crime bill. They will never be held accountable. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to be about it. Nobody wants to pull back the layers. Just like Kamala Harris's history as a prosecutor in California. Nobody wants to touch it because Kamala has a double whammy. She black and she a woman.
She's not black.
Well, you and I know that, but her skin tone is darker, and she's a woman. So as soon as see and that's another thing about the women's movement. The women, a lot of these women who scream equality, you want equality as long as you get to play the woman card whenever you want to.
It's the American way.
How's that the
That's why I was.
American way?
I mean, because that's how the American way has been the past couple years. It's just like earlier tonight, my daughter's mom was saying how she was bossy, and I was like, shit, she's a woman. I said, now you know how I feel about you. I
Damn.
said, now you know how your older daughter feels about you. And then she asked her older daughter, was she bossy? And she was like, all parents are. I said, that's a cop out. Ask her if her dad's bossy. And she was said, a little bit. I said, so you got a whole bunch compared to his little bit. Says y'all just women. That's the climate we're in. We're
Well,
equal until some real shit pop off.
and so and so and so and look, look, to me, what I witnessed, w- women want equality, but then when it's time to do the equal work as me, a lot of them don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? And now we've moved to this generation where women can preach to you about being a man. Try going up to a black woman and talking to her about being a lady. Let me know how that go. So, I mean, but this is part of our current circus, man. This is what we are as a society. And
Cut the
and
cut the volume down on your device a little bit. It's some feedback, and it typically happens when the device is up too loud. Put it about midways.
is that better?
Let me check. Go ahead.
I can't hear you. How's
You
that?
gotta talk so I can check.
What's up? Is that better? All right, cool. So and so I guess like okay, I'm sitting up there because I watch everything. I check out all the networks. I don't in terms of politics. Sometimes I check it out just to see what they're saying. And my wife walks in the room and she go, and you know, my wife's a Democrat, okay? A Democrat. And she walks in the room and I'm watching CNN last night and she goes, I don't see how you watch that. How do you watch that? A Democrat saying, how do you watch CNN? That's how bad it's gotten. That's how bad it's gotten. There's no truth anymore. Everybody takes sides, man. Everybody's taking sides. Like, like I don't care who you affiliated with, Republican or Democrat. That can't outweigh truth.
You gotta go on OnlyFans to get truth now, bruh.
Yeah.
Anywhere else they blocking you, so you gotta start on OnlyFans to talk truth.
Well, they're only blocking one point of view. It would be different if they said, you know what, no more politics on social media. But they're only blocking one point of view. And then they convince black people that if you're not a Democrat, then you ain't black. We've bought that to the point that, and I've seen this on TV. I've seen this on TV, bro. Now white guys can come on TV and question your blackness.
Well, they get it from the black people, especially the black woman.
But bro, you don't get to assess me on that level, white dude or white woman. You
I
don't get
don't.
to
Why
assess me
not? If a black man or a black woman can, why can't a black guy, a white person?
because you will never be this. I don't care how woke you are, white person. I don't care how, look, I don't care how woke you are. I don't care how sensitive you are. I don't care how liberal you are. You ain't never had to walk in this skin. Never.
So, so you think it's okay that Maxine Waters got on TV and said that she could not forgive the black men that voted for Donald Trump? She didn't say anything about the women that did it. She specifically targeted black men who voted
Yes.
for Donald Trump.
Because we are the target.
So she's a
We,
black, but I'm saying she's a black woman, and she was able to say that without criticism. So I don't see how a white person saying it is any different.
okay, look, Maxine Waters is wrong for that. Okay? But for a white person to say, that's another level of wrong. Okay? I might yell at my child. Don't you yell at my child. You know what I'm saying? So go find me one black person on one TV show that's been able to accept that's been able to access the level of somebody's whiteness.
They do it all the time in TV shows and stand-up specials.
I'm talking about, bro, that's entertainment. I'm talking about on a serious show where we're taking stuff seriously. A white look, a white person does not have the right to call damn black person no coon, no sellout, no Uncle Tom, none of that. And if you call a black person that and they whoop your tail, then that's a whooping you had coming. Because that's just as racist being called nigga. That's just as racist. You don't get to assess my life, bro. You don't get to assess my life. You don't know what I,
So,
bro.
so you don't think?
Just like when they say, well, gay, that's just the gay discrimination, just like the black discrimination. No, it ain't. You can hide gay.
So you don't think that? I forgot what the fuck I was about to say. What was the last thing you said before the gay discrimination?
I said a white person can't call no black person no
Oh,
coon. No,
okay, good. So you don't think white people got called names for helping black people in their cause? They got criticized
absolutely,
by
bro.
white people. They got
Absolutely, bro.
criticized by black people and white people.
But no,
Hell,
bro.
even the
But
black people called them agents that they were working with. White people didn't call them sellouts, so it's actually they might have called them a nigger lover, but they didn't call them sellouts or anything like
true
that.
that, bro. But this is the only time it's been legitimized on our political talk shows. You know what I'm saying? Just like when just like just like when your boy went on MSNBC, right? The brother, I forgot, a representative from Georgia, the Democrat who supported Trump, representative from Georgia. He went on the brother show on MSNBC, right? And the brother was interviewing him. And the brother just came out and goes, "Is Donald Trump paying you?" Why would you ask me something like that? If I was up here in support of Democrats, you wouldn't ask me nothing like that. So you're gonna attack my case. See, every time, and look, money boy. All I'm asking is this: if you're gonna assess me or correct me, assess me fairly. Correct me fairly. Correct me with facts. You don't get to attack my character because I'm a Republican. You don't get to attack my blackness because I'm a Republican. If you want to attack me with facts to dissuade me and bring me into your Democratic Party tent, then do it. I can accept that. But you don't have the right, and there's too much of that nonsense going on. And
But
it's
I guess
always a
what
black man. Just like the point you made about black women having white husbands, ain't nothing said. Black
but
man go and marry a white woman, just like a old girl said about Pat Mahomes. Old girl came out and said, "Man, I,
I guess what I'm
why,
saying is since the majority of us are going around criticizing us for being a Democrat or Republican, so on and so forth, then anybody else on the outside has free reigns to do it because of that.
no,
Just like but you don't see a whole bunch of white people going around saying nigger lovers, so they don't associate themselves with that. It may be a small sect. The black community right now is divided between you a sellout if you're a liberal. I mean, you if you're a conservative, or you down if you're a Democrat. So
but that's
it's a broad and that's visibly seen by everybody. We don't
yes,
visibly see white people in discourse with
exactly,
each other over political opinions. So
exactly,
it's fair game if we're living up the stereotype. If we're
yes,
saying this is the majority of us, this is for the world to see, the world can criticize and say, hey, You're doing
Yep.
this. You're an uncle. Because that we've made it cool
We
for the world to
thank
think and say that.
exactly
So that's why I don't have a
because we
problem if
do it.
they say it.
Yes, because we do it to each other. Because we do it to each other. A certain section of white people think they can come in and do it to us too. And
I
so
have no problem with it.
and so my thing is politics divides the black community more than any other community, man. And I don't know why. So
Yeah, you do, because if you just be honest, we are not allowed to have free thought and be free thinkers in the
okay,
black community.
yeah.
Kyrie Irving, perfect example. The world says he's crazy now because he dared to say he believes the earth is flat. His belief ain't killing nobody, but he dared say that, and the world crucified him. They still fuck with him now. It's almost 4 years later.
Well, Kyrie, truth be told, it's much more than that with Kyrie. Kyrie is a malcontent who's never happy. He's never happy. Okay? I'm sorry. I can't tell Kyrie how to act.
They
He's a
bring up
grown man.
flat Earth more than they bring up flat Earth more than saying he's a malcontent. They
Yeah,
talk about
but
his beliefs.
the reason that they keep using that against Kyrie is because Kyrie always gives them food for thought. He's always saying
Kyrie
something stupid. He's
Kyrie
always saying
smud
stupid.
he smudged Boston Garden. He didn't say anything. It's something he said. If he's on the road, he's going to ask the arenas, can he do? If they allow it, that became a story. They're saying, oh, Kyrie's weird. He's trying to do this, and he says he meditates and he does all the same thing they did with Chris Douglas Roberts when he became conscious. They started calling him weird and saying he lost his damn mind and shit.
Well, Kyrie's not conscious, man. Kyrie's not
Yes, he,
conscious.
yes, he is.
Kyrie is a self-serving malcontent who's never
Conscious,
happy.
free thinking. He
I would
goes
not
and
call him a free thinker. All of Kyrie's rhetoric is
for
self-serving. He's not
for
trying
a
to
person
enlighten. He's not trying to raise a thought process. He's not trying to spread any gospel. Look,
when he
look,
when
I
he
get your point.
does
I just think
when he
Kyrie's a bad
does
example
he gets called crazy though.
because no, he's
Smudging
not crazy.
is smudging is erasing awareness, saying that the Earth is flat. May not believe it, but if you do some research on it, you'll damn sure be like, hmm, I really don't know. But that's the battles you have to go through when you raise awareness. Just like me with this platform. If I talk about black women, I gotta get crucified and shit for people to understand that I'm trying to raise their awareness. I get called names just like you do. For you to
Yes,
even tell somebody, I don't care if you are a Democrat, at least listen to both sides. I don't care if you're conservative, listen to both sides. And
and
just
it's
because you're conservative doesn't mean you have to go in the booth and vote red all the way down.
and why is that
That's trying
concept
to
so? Why is that concept so hard?
that's trying to raise people's consciousness, and that's just what you have to go through. People
But why is
don't
that
want to.
concept so hard for people to grasp? Why does being a Democrat mean I have to agree with Democrats on everything? Why does being a Republican mean I have to agree with Republicans on everything? I'm a human being, man. I don't agree with my wife on everything.
That's just like asking why there's so many different sects of Christianity. They don't have to agree with each other on everything, but they have enough issues to make the differences to make them be like, we're different, we're separate.
Yes. And there's so much man-made nonsense in organized religion, the tribalism of it.
It's
You
all
know,
man made.
yeah, Sunday is the most segregated day of the week. So I mean, and so I feel like, look, I believe in a higher power, but I believe that
Do you
if you
believe? the higher power would be upset if Chick-fil-A was open on Sundays. Cause I know I ain't the only nigga that want a chicken sandwich on Sundays.
No, but I do believe that. Uh,
Their
I
owner
do believe
does.
that. I believe in higher power. I don't buy all of the religion part of it. Uh, I just think that uh,
But even the higher power concept is man-made.
my point is, if you're such a person of faith and you're such a person of that's filled with unconditional love, it should show in your actions. It should show in your words. Uh, that's my thing. It's just like one person told me one time. Said, Terrence, I can't hear your words because your actions are so loud. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, it's kind of like, okay. I don't mean to compare it to this, but organized religion is kind of like when there's a police shooting. And every black entertainer and every white entertainer wants to use that police shooting that black man to build a brand. They want to come on Facebook and rant. They want to write rap. They want to do a video. They want to do this. But that's all they gonna do. They ain't finna do nothing after that. You know what I'm saying? And so, as disgusting as it is, these entertainers, they're entertainers all the time. They finna use situations like that. They're brand building
Chris,
because
no,
uh,
I'm talking to the dude in the chat. Chris, no, I haven't given up on the Titans. Why would I give up my Titans for? I don't even know how many wins the Broncos got.
hold
I'm
on,
just one of
you gotta make
those
me a drink.
people. I'm one of those people that I don't feel like I have to pledge allegiance to a damn team to where I can't wear someone else's apparel. If I like the shit, I collect hats, so I got
Nah, bro, you
all
some
types
garbage,
of
bro. You some real
baseball,
garbage, bro.
football.
You some
Nah, but
real
over the
garbage, bro. You got some
nigga, if
Bronco
you,
shit on, bro.
bro, if you're making a drink, shut the fuck up and make your drink. You interrupted me. But yeah, Chris, I'm not one of those people that say I'm a Titans fan, so I can only wear Titan shit. I happen to like this camo design. They didn't have a Titans, they had a Broncos available in my size, so what am I not gonna get it because it says Broncos? Fuck no. I rock anybody's shit except for Cowboys. This is the only thing you will not see me in
Ooh,
is a Cowboys
ooh, I'm
shirt.
so hurt.
And
I'm
but no,
so
that's
hurt.
not you, bro. It's a family thing. I was the black sheep in my family because everybody was Cowboy fans. It's the only brand I will not. That and Lakers. I take that back. You haven't seen me with any Lakers apparel. You saw me with LeBron. You saw me with Cleveland shit when LeBron was there. You saw me with Miami shit when LeBron was there. I don't
I
fuck
thought you
with
were
the
a Laker
Lakers.
guy.
I'm a LeBron guy, but I don't fuck with the Lakers, so
Who
I
your
can't
team?
root for them.
Who your
I'm a
team?
Grizzlies.
I thought
I
you were a
ride or die
Laker
with.
guy all the time.
No, bruh. I hated the Lakers. I don't like the Lakers. I just like LeBron.
You had love for Kobe.
No, I didn't. I
You
respected
had a
Kobe
love for
after
Kobe,
Kobe died. I gained a new respect for him.
bro.
But
You
while he
had
was playing, I did not like Kobe.
Mark.
I
Boy,
didn't
boy,
like
you
him.
used to separate, brag to me about where we used to go in on each other. You used to defend
After
Kobe.
that, this year after he died. Yeah, this year after he died.
So
Before
we
then,
never had a debate.
no, no. I've been rocking with LeBron since he been in. I ain't talking about nobody else since LeBron been in the league.
I think you have a selective memory.
No, I'm not. Everybody knows that I hate two sports teams, the Lakers and
And the
Cowboys,
Cowboys.
cause those two fuckers are synonymous and y'all are annoying. So that's why I don't like those
How
two.
they how they how they cause everybody who's a Cowboy fan is a Laker fan?
It's in Memphis. It seems that way. Keep it real. Keep it real.
So
I could call
so
three
so so
cousins right
so
now.
so when you was a little boy, you hated Magic and Worthy?
I was a Jordan guy when I was little. I didn't like the Pistons. I hated the Pistons when they were beating Jordan. Dude, I was born in '83, so you got to remember, I
Yeah, you
didn't
was
see
young.
Magic. I caught Magic and them at their tail end, and I'm
Hey, bro,
seeing
I'm
a
tell
high
you something right
flying
now.
ass Jordan.
Hey, money boy. I wish that man you could have seen. I'm gonna tell you the best basketball I've ever seen in my life, bro. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, look, I love, but I'm not talking about one person. So I'm gonna take Jordan out of it, okay? I'm not talking about one person, but the best basketball ever played on earth was them Lakers Celtics, bro, finals. Bro, bro.
Oh,
Okay,
and the
money
icing
boy.
on the cake about this hat was $4.99. I got a Carolinas Panthers hat that was $3.99 too, and I got a Chicago Cubs hat. I think it was like $6.99.
Y'all got exposed against Green Bay, though, man.
Shit happens. Green Bay's only lost 3 games, bro.
Yeah, but Green Bay
Two
ain't that
games, I
good,
think,
man. Green Bay
bro.
ain't that good
If you've only lost 3 games, how can you say they're not that good?
because Green Bay. How many times Aaron Rodgers been 13-3?
Mahomes has only lost 1 game. Who's
I'm
that guy that
saying this.
Ben
How many
Roethlisberger has
how
only
many
lost three
times?
games.
How many
It doesn't.
times? How many times has Aaron Rodgers been 13 and Aaron Rodgers been 13-3
But
more than any other quarterback in the
that.
history, I believe.
But
I
you
ain't got no
said that.
factual data to back that up, but
You
Aaron
said
Rodgers,
they're no good though. You said they're no good, and in the regular season right now, they've only lost two
okay,
games. I
regular
think
season.
two or
But
3 games.
but
Three
let me say
games. Two
this.
or
But let
three.
me say this though. Green Bay will go to the Super Bowl. Here's why. Here's why.
How you
Because
gonna say they're going to the Super Bowl after telling me we got our ass beat by a not good team, but they good
that's
enough
why
to go to the Super Bowl?
well, they're a good team. I was embellishing on that. But I'm gonna tell you why they're gonna go to the Super Bowl. Because the type of team that gives Green Bay trouble is not in the playoffs this year. Remember that every time Green Bay gets beaten in the playoffs, it's by a big physical power running team. The
Their
Giants one
defense is a
year
lot
for
better.
who?
They got a defense this year too.
Dude, they say that every year about their defense. Their
Yeah,
defense is not any
you've
better.
seen it.
Dude, Green Bay is a finesse team. And whenever they play against, that's why I was so surprised by the Titan game last night.
They lost like I think
But
they lost to Tampa Bay and the Colts, and
yeah,
I don't. They
but
may have only lost 2 games.
the Titans ain't got no pass rush, man. They
We
got
haven't
no
had
pass
one. We
rush.
haven't had one all year. We're like last in the league in sacks. We trashed the
And
D. We've been trashed all year. We just been putting up points,
no,
which
y'all got a
hid the
good
fact.
y'all
No,
got a
we
good front
trash, bro.
seven in terms of stopping the run. Y'all just can't get to the
That
quarterback.
that exactly stopping the run ain't. We've been playing all passing quarterbacks, so fuck stopping the run. We can't get a good rush pass blitz, and that's why they standing there picking our ass
But you
apart.
still gotta stop the run, no. You still gotta stop that run.
Deshaun Jackson and that trash offense picked us apart. Everybody picks us apart because our
Well,
cornerbacks and linebackers are. I'm real.
well,
And then on the defensive line, we really only got like Simmons, the second year
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
We
And
trash.
one more thing, man. Y'all's passing game cannot operate independently from Derrick Henry.
It's a lot of football teams.
Yeah, I like Ryan Tannehill,
That's a
but
lot of damn football teams.
if you shut Derrick Henry down, I don't think Ryan Tannehill can make enough throws, man.
He can scamper 50, 60 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, I was
But
so
they
high on
still
the
have to
Titans.
respect the run.
Yeah, I was so high on the Titans till last night, man.
I was, yeah, about it when we got stuck at 14, like after that second score and we weren't doing shit, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be one of those nights, and it
Then it was in the
was.
snow.
They
It
didn't
was
want
like
to play.
it was like their conditions in the snow. It's cold.
Man, Nashville is not Green Bay cold, bro. Keep it real.
No, bro, but No, bro.
There should be negative 23. Nashville
No,
get
bro.
like
No,
Memphis.
bro. But what I'm saying is this: the Titans are more built for that weather than Green Bay is.
How can you say that when they live there in this cold weather?
Because, bro, and this is the thing: Green Bay is a finesse team that plays in a cold weather city. The Titans
So
are a
they're built
power running
for it.
team. The
And
Titans are a power running team.
we play in a moderate climate weather though. We've never been a good cold weather team. That ain't our shit.
It- it- Dude, but y'all's game is made for it. Like
Bro,
the
Nashville, we were just walking around in shorts 2 days ago, T. Come on
look,
now. It was
but I'm
60
saying,
degrees.
but Mark, money boy, what I'm saying is this: if you tell anybody, if it's snowing on the ground, and if you tell a power I formation big boy tight end team that it's snowing, the Titans are the team that's better made for
That's
those conditions more than
that's
anybody in the league.
it was just
More than
like
anybody in the league.
It's like San Francisco doing well or Miami doing well in Green Bay. Even if they got a good running game, it's cold. You're not used to this type weather. You ain't used to getting hit. You're
True,
not used to the ball feeling that way. All that shit comes into
true.
play.
But
Them boys,
the reason
they
I
weren't
was
ready.
high on the Titans is this: they more than any other team, probably besides the Ravens, they're more built to go on the road in a cold weather game and win a football game because because of that running game. I mean, that's why I was so surprised last night, man. I was shocked at that score last night. I really was, man. I was shocked. I didn't see
Did
that
you
one coming, man.
did you see they played the national anthem? They showed that for one of the games a couple weeks. I think it was late. It was one of these games that just went past. They actually had the national anthem playing, which is something they hadn't been doing all year. How do you think the political climate has affected their
So
ratings? You think it's affected their ratings?
yes, people don't look, man.
The
Look,
NFL's ratings, not the basketball, the NFL's ratings.
yes, not nearly as much as basketball. Not nearly. But I'm
I
gonna
would
tell you
say more
something, man.
people are tuning in, especially since they
Maybe
can't go to the games.
look. I could be wrong, but all them. Look, man. Look. Let's just be honest, okay? The NFL is America's real pastime. It ain't baseball, okay, and it ain't fishing. Football is our national pastime. That's the only sport that we created. Well, we created basketball too, but that's the only sport that we attach ourselves to as people. You know what I'm saying? So, have their race been affected? Yeah, because nobody wants your politics when they go to a football game or when they watch a football game. Nobody wants your politics, man. I don't. I don't.
I don't.
I don't.
I don't. I hadn't seen the drop off. Then we don't even know if they're kneeling or not. They
I
could
don't
very well
work,
be
man.
doing it.
Look,
I'm glad the
I
media.
work all week, and I give maybe one day to sit up and watch football. Okay, I don't want to hear politics, man. And that doesn't mean that I don't care. That doesn't mean that I'm not sensitive. We all need a release, man. We can't. I'm not finna go every day. Like, what you want me to do? I mean, I don't get it. I just don't get it. But I mean, but that's gonna be a part of LeBron's legacy. How he destroyed the NBA. How
That
he
that is taking it a bit too far. He didn't destroy anything. He's only one man.
well as the face of the league, he destroyed half of his audience. And his mistake was this. His mistake was this.
Did he
I,
do it or did the league do it because of
no,
what the league
he
decided to
did it.
do?
He
His
look. No. It's
his
been
brand
Seth's.
his brand went up while the NBA's revenue dropped. So that's something that
Yes,
they did.
but
Their business
yes,
practices
that just
cost their
no.
brand money.
That's not
How can
true.
if LeBron's this is just normal math. If LeBron James's individual brand stock has risen while the NBA's has fallen. That means the NBA's business practices has cost the NBA money. It hasn't cost LeBron money because his individual stocks outside of the NBA has continued to rise.
I never said that. You're totally right on that point. What I'm saying is this: LeBron is selfish, and he don't think about himself. But 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 LeBron grew up in a generation where the community is not important as self. And so what LeBron did was this, and it's been steps, okay? Player empowerment.
Jordan, what about self?
Can I? I'm going to circle all the way back around to that. Let me just finish this point. Player empowerment. Players are already empowered. Okay, the super team mentality. How you because if you form a super team, then two or three franchises have to get destroyed. Okay, that those franchises play on TV too. People are not going to watch those teams. Second, and here comes your political point. Are you still with me?
I'm just letting America see this asshole right here as he spews this LeBron hate and Jordan love. Keep
Well, you
going.
know what? If you if
Keep
you're
going.
gonna if you're gonna if you're gonna call it LeBron hate, then I don't have to say it.
Keep keep keep
I'm just being
keep
objective.
going. Keep being objective, sir. Keep going. We'll see
Okay,
how objective you are by the time you get to the end of your diatribe.
okay, fair enough. What LeBron did was he made a big mistake. If I'm a star in the league, if I'm the league's biggest star, I don't have the right to toxify this league with my personal politics. You don't have the right to do that because other men want to get paid by this league too. 40 years down the line, 30 years down the line, 60 years down the line. You
The
don't have a right
NBA
to do that.
allowed this, right? And they
Yes,
co-signed,
true that. They
and they
co-signed on it.
co-signed it. So
Now,
their
what Jordan
business
did,
practices, because
what
the
Jordan
NFL.
now,
But
what
check
Jordan
this out
did,
though. Before you go
what
ahead, check this out. The NFL had this same issue, the same type issues, and they took a hard line stance with it initially.
yep, good for them.
Their ratings and revenue and shit didn't drop.
Exactly. The NFL did it right. The NFL said, you know what? We're going to come out. We're going to make a statement. We're going to acknowledge it. We're going to be sensitive about it. But we're not going to let it overrun our league. What LeBron did was this. LeBron never saw the big picture. Okay. Yes. Look, things were going on when Michael Jordan played it, and I'm going to come around to your point.
Gabe
Things were
were
going
all over
on.
the place. Come up.
Yeah, things were going on in Michael Jordan's league. Worse were things than now. But what Michael Jordan never did was, I'm not going to toxify this league with my personal politics because other young men are going to want to come behind me and make some money too. Now, now, juxtapose that. LeBron is a very selfish person, and he's all about himself. He's not about the community of the NBA. Now, is everything LeBron's fault that the NBA is tanking as we speak and dropping? No. The one and done thing has ruined the NBA. You have children coming into the league who don't know what it means to be a professional. And I'm sorry, if I'm paying all this money for season tickets because me and you, the per game seat buyers, they don't care about us. They don't care about us. What the NBA cares about are the season tickets and the luxury box people. Okay? Those are the people they care about.
And the advertisers.
And the advertisers. So there you go. Everybody talks about why Jordan never touched politics. That's why. Jordan left LeBron a kingdom, and LeBron has allowed to turn into a village on his watch. He's not the total blame for
You
it,
got
but
to.
he's had a hand in it. He's had a hand in it.
I would disagree with that because if you look at NBA jerseys now and the floors, it's all different types of advertising dollars that they have gotten paid. That companies have paid Even with all the NBA's political stances, people still chime and wish, and all types of people still pay to get that shit stitched across. FedEx pays
But
the Grizzlies to get
but
that.
the NBA the NBA's revenue has dropped the last 10 years. That is a reflection, whether you like it or not,
If you have found a way to generate new revenue, it's not losing revenue. You found new ways to increase it. Where 20 years when Jordan was
bro.
playing, when
Bro,
Jordan
the
was
NBA.
hold up, when Jordan was playing, they did not have
Where's my drink? Oh,
sponsors on the arena floor. They didn't have sponsors on the back of the
yes.
goal and on the stanchion
So
and
money
all
boy.
through
So
the
money
shit
boy. Let me
and
ask you
on the
this.
jerseys. The
So
shit
you're
on the
making my point. You're
jerseys.
making my point. So let me
So
ask
they've
you
made
this.
more money.
So let me ask you this: with all of these new outlets in the last 10 years, how is the NBA's revenue dropping? How's their revenue dropping? How? Because of politics and because of player and power. Look, now I will give you this point.
I would
I
have
would
to
know,
say,
but
because they're still selling out arenas. I would have to say, due to
they're still dropping revenue, bro.
the TV viewership is what's dropped. But I'm
The
still kind
overall
of
revenue
like,
has dropped, bro.
but I'm still like, if the TV revenue has dropped, it's still weird because they still have all of
I'll
the.
say
Well,
this.
you know what, you know what, I just thought about it. How they could, if they were losing money, they actually weren't losing money. Because remember when they started doing the ESPN packages and all of that, they sold them like rights for 10 years for billions upon billions. So they already got their money up front, or however it was. So if they
Bro,
were losing it, they've already cashed their check.
I'm not even gonna say they're losing money. They're not making what they used to make, and because of that, and because of all this social madness, but there's other things too. Now, I will say this: it's also, and bless his soul, it's also because of David Stern. He was a great commissioner, but let's say this: the NBA is more designed for the star, the one or two guys. Football is more designed for the team. So, and so if But the problem with the NBA now is the stars that are coming into the league, they're so young. They're not grasping the full picture. They're not grasping on a global scale. These stars are so young. But the NBA is star driven. The NFL is team driven. Meaning and when you say that teams still sell arenas, there are only two or three teams that sell arenas every night. Boston, LA,
Both LA teams, Golden
yes, but
State, even when they
yes,
were losing last year, San
okay,
Antonio.
yes. Dude, every NFL team has a waiting list for season tickets. Every NFL team.
The Heat still have a waiting list.
Okay, you've named five teams in the NBA. Just
I
five that
name
sell
more
out their
than
arena.
I name more. I mean, I could. I have to pull up the books. You said that you disputed it. I said that you disputed it. I don't
Yes.
really know, but
What
I'm
I'm saying
saying
is this, bro.
when the
Jordan,
playoffs comes, they
yes.
cutting up.
Bird, Magic, Jordan, then on into Shaq and Kobe. They left LeBron. They passed LeBron a kingdom. The
Man,
NBA is nowhere near the level it was 10 years ago. It's just
have
not.
you have you
They're
been to a Lakers Grizzly game?
yes.
How much did that experience cost you? And I know you're not gonna lie and say it wasn't sold out, because every time them motherfuckers come to town, it's sold out. Because all you Memphis niggas are Lakers and Cowboy fans.
No,
How
no,
much did
it
that
wasn't.
experience cost you
No,
though?
it wasn't sold out. Um, it wasn't sold out. It was darn near full, but it wasn't sold out. But
And
I
until
went.
Kobe,
I
when
paid about. I paid
Kobe
about.
had it sold out.
No, it
Every
wasn't
time
sold out,
Kobe
bro.
got during Kobe's run, yeah.
But a couple of games I went to,
Maybe before LeBron, it wasn't sold out. But
bruh,
during Kobe and
bruh,
at LeBron, it's been
bruh.
ridiculous.
There were games when they played the Lakers that were not sold out, bro. I'm not saying it because of anything. I'm just saying now it was a like a full arena. You couldn't like see the empty. It wasn't obvious, but it was a great crowd. All
Terrence,
all I'm
you and
saying
I
is,
both
man,
know niggas in Memphis love their Lakers. It's
yeah,
always like a Lakers home game, so it's sold out, even the cheap seats. People wanted to
yes,
see
but
Kobe.
not
I
every
was,
time, not
I was,
every single time.
I was one of them because I knew it was gonna be some heartbreak, but I was like, the motherfucker gonna put on a show. He gonna put on a show. He gonna
Mhm.
kill us. I was see you were actually rooting for Kobe. I was rooting against him.
Yeah,
So
my
our
thing is
experiences were
this,
different, but
but
that was
but
like a $200
but
experience,
see,
including parking.
but
That's what
see
I asked. How
my
much did it cost you?
but see my thing is this. My thing is this. Michael Jordan, we criticized when I was when I was in my 20s. Michael Jordan played. LeBron is the
Game,
only we criticize Magic, Tragic Johnson. We criticize Larry Bird. Hell, they criticized Tom Brady and the man got 6 rings. They criticized Nick Saban and the man got 6 national titles. Okay, what I'm
Gabe, that
saying
is
is this.
Gabe.
What I'm saying is this. LeBron is the only player in sports history where if you level any criticism at him, he has these followers who say, "You're a hater. You're a hater.
That's not true.
You're a
Moving along.
hater.
Gabe,
You're a hater."
I will
If you
not
level
allow you.
any criticism at LeBron, you're a hater. You're a
Okay,
hater.
okay, we got it. I'm trying to get to Gabe. Gabe, I'm not going to let you shit on those good white people of Utah like that. Utah has been selling out since like the early 90s, bruh. Utah
Okay,
is getting that Skrilla. The white people in Utah support their team. It's the only thing to do. Kind of like the Oklahoma City Thunder. They sell out every fucking home game. It's a small market team because there ain't shit to do there. I just thought about Oklahoma
that's
City
six.
and Utah when you
That's
said
six or
it.
seven teams. That's six or seven
You,
teams you've
you,
named.
you. Oh God, he gonna make me go through the list. Houston, who hasn't missed a playoff appearance in 8 years, they've been selling out at least that long. Houston, Golden State. You said the Clippers, Lakers, Golden State. That's five. What did I just say? San Antonio.
And
They sell out.
let's not
Oklahoma
forget,
City,
let's not forget,
Utah,
they're winning teams. Okay, the Jets sold out every
Boston.
game this year, and they're 1-13. The Jets sell out every game.
So
The
make my point.
Jets,
Making my point.
bruh.
The Knicks just stopped selling out.
Okay, well,
And they
look,
still have a waiting list for they
look,
still have a
well,
waiting
look,
list
well,
for
look,
tickets.
look. I digress. If people can't
The Jags ain't selling out, OG.
like I said,
You know they
this is
not.
a new NBA.
The
Okay,
Texans ain't selling out.
they play the Western Conference Finals on TNT because none of the big networks want the contract anymore. They play the Eastern Conference Finals on TNT because none of the big networks want to pay the money
No,
for it
that's because
anymore.
they got paid billions.
Okay, the
Billions.
NBA, ESPN
E-
has their
ESPN and
contract.
TNT. Those are two sport. ESPN and TNT. They paid up front. That's two. And then they're still
No,
on AB, and they're on
no.
ABC as well. The finals are on strictly on ABC,
I didn't say that. I
and
said
they
the
on
Eastern
YouTube.
Conference
But I'm
Finals
saying
and
they
the
on
Western
YouTube.
Conference Finals.
But I'm telling you, other channels that they're on. You just said TNT and ESPN, but you also forgot that they're on YouTube as well, and they're also on ABC. That is four stations. How many stations is the final supposed to be broadcast on?
I didn't say the finals. I did not say the finals.
Well,
I did
you
not
said
say the finals.
the
No,
playoffs,
what I said, I'll make my point
the
again.
playoffs.
I'll make my point again. NBC did not want to pay for the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals. They didn't want they were out on it. TNT picked it up. Now the finals are on the big network,
How do you
but
know the other networks were out on it? Can you prove this, or are you just pulling shit out your ass?
no, because I read. I read this
Uh,
stuff I
uh,
read all the time. But we're leaving an era where networks.
You know TNT paid to pick it up though, right?
Okay, but
So so
TNT
all
is
you
not
need
as
is
big.
one
TNT
person.
is not as big as NBC. TNT is not NBC. I don't care what you say. They're
TNT
not NBC.
TNT is big for their certain markets, like the
They're
basketball show,
not.
which is why they
I don't
keep.
care what level you measure it on. They're not NBC. They are not NBC. I don't care what level you
They
measure it on.
haven't been on NBC since like Jordan retired, bruh. You're being ridiculous.
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is the
The
Western Conference.
NBA has not been on NBC since like '98.
Well, what I'm saying was on a big network. You're looking at. I'm looking at the big networks. The big networks only want the NBA finals. They don't
So
want the. They really
TNT,
don't. They don't want the Eastern. They don't want the Eastern Conference finals or the Western Conference finals. It's
so
not that. It's not that
TNT
important anymore.
So TNT and ESPN aren't big networks. Maybe you and I have a different idea of what a big network
No.
is.
See, like usual, you're
And
misconstruing my
ABC.
words. No, like
ABC,
usual, no,
you
like usual, you're misconstruing my words to make your point. I will
how did I
repeat
misconstrue
because
what
I'm
you
going to.
said and I
I'm
repeated back what you said?
no,
You
no, you
said
did
no
not.
big
No, you did
you
not. You
said no
paraphrased.
big
You
you said
paraphrased.
no,
You
you said
paraphrased.
no big network
No,
wanted to pick them
no,
up, so TNT did.
you
Dude, that's
paraphrased.
exactly.
You
So go ahead and
paraphrased.
repeat it. Go ahead
What
and
do you
repeat it again.
paraphrase? You
Go ahead
paraphrase.
and stop being a little girl repeating the
I'm
same
not being a
thing.
little girl. You're
You're
being a little
repeating
girl
this.
because you can't make your point.
You're
Your point
repeating the
is
same
wrong. Your
thing.
point is wrong.
I'm
Your
telling
point
you
is
to.
wrong. Your point is wrong. And quit paraphrasing my words. If you're going to repeat it, then hush
Well,
and
if
repeat
you
it. Then
stop
shut up.
acting like a bitch and repeat
No, bro,
yourself,
you acting like a bitch. You making
I'm
your point
waiting on you to
wrong.
repeat
You making it
yourself. But you
wrong. Then
keep
shut
saying you're
up. Then
wrong,
shut
you're
up. Then
wrong, you're
shut
wrong.
up. Then
Let
shut up.
I'm
Then
waiting
shut
on
up.
you to tell me how I
Blah
was
blah blah
wrong.
blah 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 blah
See,
blah 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 blah
unlike
blah
you,
blah
I
blah
run
blah
shit
blah
back
blah blah
and I
blah blah
listen.
blah 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 blah
Unlike
blah
you,
blah
I
blah blah
run
blah
shit back
blah blah
and
blah
I
blah blah
listen.
blah 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 blah.
See, this is why you can't deal with niggas. I simply asked him to repeat himself, but he won't repeat how I was wrong when I just repeated back to him verbatim what he said. He wants to say blah, 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 and all that little female bitch ass shit. I think I have given enough of my time this evening. It's been an hour, and we're definitely not gonna get anywhere with this guy that's apparently drunk and acting like a female. So, toxic masculinity, ladies and gentlemen. This is I, MoneyBoy Trey. This is the female co-host who doesn't even realize that he's muted and can't be heard, but that's what females do. Say bye, Terry. Go ahead. I want you to tell me how I was wrong. So after all that, you still ain't gonna tell me how I was wrong.
Now enough. Now enough of that foolishness. Enough of that nonsense. Enough of the petty insults. What I said for my loyal audience was because I am the one who makes this show work. What I said for my loyal audience was, in no way, shape, or fashion is TNT on the level of a major network. It's not. It's not on CBS. It's not an NBC. And it's not an
You're
80s.
paraphrasing now. That's not what you said.
So that is what I said. There's no way, and
You're
I can't. You can't paraphrase yourself.
well.
Then
I
no,
tell
you
you
said you want
what.
me to make my
I'm.
point. You said we're my
No,
point.
I
Now
got
you being
you.
a
I
bitch. Now you
got
being a
you.
bitch. Now
I
you being a
got.
bitch. Now
Can
you
you
being a
listen?
bitch. Now you
Can
being
you?
a little bitch. Now you're being
Can
a
you
little
listen?
bitch. Now
Can you
you're being a
listen?
little bitch. No, 'cause you
I'm
interrupted
going to.
me.
No,
Now
I'm
you're being a
about
little
to.
bitch. Now you're
What
being
I'm
a little
about to
bitch.
do.
Let me make my point. No, you just said
Sir, what I'm about to do is mute my mic and let you talk, and I'm going to rewind the show and play back exactly what you said. So if you would stop talking like a female, I'm going to mute my mic. Go ahead. I'm going to play it back for you. Go ahead. I'm about to research and play it back. Talk. Go ahead.
No, bro, I ain't doing all that. We gonna have a show. We gonna have a lot. We gonna debate or not. All this whole female stuff you coming with ain't
I'm
necessary.
talk.
You a
Negro talk.
control
I'm
freak.
going to play it
You a
back.
control freak, bro.
Talk.
You overtalk
I'm telling
everybody
you to
and you
talk.
interrupt, bro. You interrupt
Negro.
everybody and you cut everybody off. Then when it happen to you try.
Yeah, people. So I'm gonna holler at y'all. We're out.